Look at this presentation. Claude made it from an Excel file in 5 minutes. Looks good. But if someone on my team handed me this before a board meeting, I swear you, I would be super mad. Why? Because it doesn't follow our branding guidelines and the structure is generic and boring. It's a complete waste of time. Now, look at this one. Same data, same tool, but now it has my branding and I can use it straight away. So I really save time. The difference? Two things I gave Claude that most people never think to give. And I will show you and teach you them in this video. I'm Nicolas Boucher. I've taught more than 10,000 finance professionals how to use AI for finance. And in this video, you will finally use Claude the right way. This is the file we're going to use to create the PowerPoint presentation. You can see it has all of the details you need, the commercials, the revenue, the P&L, the cash flow, the CapEx, even some information on headcounts. Now I'm going to open PowerPoint. I have the Claude plugins that you can download directly from the add-ins here, and you can use it either if you have a Claude Pro, Max, Team, or Enterprise license. This is what I'm going to prompt. I am the CFO of Aquapure, and I want to build a financial presentation for my next board based on the Excel attached. I click plus, and I'm going to attach the file. And now let's launch it. We'll see what Claude does just with my Excel file and without really other instructions. So it's going to ask me some questions. So I can just put full MBR, and here I can choose the style if I want. That's it. Our presentation is finished. And by the look of it, yes, it's quite impressive. It looks pretty. It has graph, tables, has even a waterfall, and really a lot of people stop there. But if you are watching this, you know that this is not enough. Because first, my branding guideline actually doesn't follow the dark mode. We are using white and blue. So this is a first problem because Claude loves to use a dark. A big problem as well. I hate when finance presentation only has figures. There is no story. And I have done hundreds and hundreds of presentations, and I can tell you nobody wants to read tables. They want to get the information straight away shown to them. Yes, Claude can do something pretty, but you will have to spend hours and hours changing that. The problem with AI, it creates AI garbage instead of AI value. And if you watch this video, you know that you don't want that. You don't want AI just to be another task that comes on your desk where your team created the slides, but you have to change everything. So how are we going to change that? Here are the next steps. First, we'll change the branding guideline. And second, we need a better structure. Let's focus first on the branding guideline. I'm going to say apply our branding guidelines based on this skill. So I have this skill that I created, and I will show you at the end of this video how to do it. And let's see when I apply the branding guidelines if it's going to change our presentation. You can see that this is already making some of the changes. On the right panel, all of the changes that is going to happen, and slowly all of our slides are getting transformed. You can see that it started already having our brand feeling, which is light with some blue. We have also the title that is changed. So we start getting much closer to what it feels like our brand and our company. That's it. Claude has changed the whole presentation and adapted to our branding guidelines. So now as a CFO, I will feel much better because I will finally see our colors inside. Now, for example, this slide, if I like it, I can use it straight away. Same here, same as well here. Okay, the title, maybe I have to rework because this is hidden, but I can just slide it like this. So some mini manual changes, or I can prompt to review again the layout. And now in my board, when I'm going in the board, nobody's going to watch me with big eyes thinking, what is this dark presentation? I never seen this style. Where did it come from? Because you need to understand that us in finance, it's really important that we reduce the cognition load of people watching the slides. This is a concept which has helped me in my career get much faster promotions and also succeeded in those presentations, having successful board presentation where everybody is happy and focused on the problems and not trying to understand your slide. Reducing the cognition load means that you make it super easy for people to understand what is on the slide. And the way to do that is to reuse consistent patterns. So here, branding guidelines, but also consistent structure. So people don't have to understand the slide because they know it from before. They know that what is the main area to look, and you help the brain watch it. I want to bring the audience from one point to another, usually from the big problems to the explanation. And this is not doing that at all. Here, the executive snapshot doesn't say anything. And I hate that you start here with only questions. Oh, why did we increase? Where did it come from? You will get people super mad. And also, like, this presentation is full of tables. And this is a mistake that in finance we always do, is only tables, tables, tables. And I hate that. You should not do that. How are we going now to apply our own structure? Now let's apply our structure. Now I'm just going to prompt apply our monthly presentation structure based on this skill. And with a slash, I'm just calling the skill monthly review PowerPoint skill. And so again, it will take a few minutes. And you see what Claude here just asked us is to ask if it can change the presentation. So here, if you like the previous presentation, just do a backup and then continue this to allow to redo the full presentation. While this is changing, I want to invite you to my next webinar this Tuesday, where I'm going to show you how to use AI to become an AI CFO. So make sure to check the link below. So you can see that everything is getting changed live. Let's see if it can really apply our structure. Let's zoom for a second here on what is happening in the discussion. This is what I like in Claude. It sees problem and starts to correct itself. That's the big advantage of Opus 4.6. It has a big reasoning model behind, and for complex situation, you can use Opus 4.6. If you have something standard, you can use Sonnet 4.6. Here, because we had to rechange all of the presentation, I prefer to use Opus 4.6. If it was to change only one slide, I will use only Sonnet. Okay, so it seems that Claude is done, and you can see the importance now because we have our storytelling. The first slide is not showing only figures, is already explaining what happened. Here we have also a comment. We have here the key variances on what and so what. This is a really important financial storytelling technique. Here also key events. We are not only showing figures, we explain to the board what happened. We can go to the problems directly. And here we have the commercial pipelines. So it's much easier to understand where we are and also for the future. We have the revenue story, we have the waterfall, the cash flow also explaining the waterfall chart, the risk and ops, and the recommendations and next step. And what I always like to have is still, yes, table, but in appendix. So as you can see, all of our tables are there. In this video, I'm not going to cover how you can audit, because I have a specific videos on this that you can check on my channel. Once you have the presentation, do another conversation, or inside the same conversation, ask to compare all of the figures there against your Excel file and make sure that the work is correct and consistent. But don't do it only manually. Let AI check itself and showing you the work it has done to audit its own work. Really, now I can really go in the meeting and use this presentation. Of course, as a CFO, now I will just change and maybe adapt the wording. But I don't need to change the layout of the slide because it follows exactly my layout. I don't have to change the colors, the graph. I remember before I was spending hours just making all of this look nice. But because I did it once and Claude is following it, I'm saving so much time because I'm only focusing on the message, which is our goal as CFO, is no more spending time to make it look good, but only spending time to make it look right and to give the best information to your audience. So now you are probably asking yourself, what were those skills that you used and how do you build them? This is our next part, how to build the skill. And let's start with the branding skill. So first, I'm going to a normal chat discussion inside Claude, and I have this PowerPoint explaining our branding guidelines. So this is something normally your company has. If you don't have it, you can also ask Claude to create for you. Like you can just give some examples of your previous presentation and ask, please create a PowerPoint showing the branding guidelines for me. So I have this branding guidelines and I'm going to ask Claude to create a skill based on this. So all right, can you create a skill with our branding guidelines based on this PowerPoint? And I'm going to attach the PowerPoint. And here you can use Opus or Sonnet. Let's go with Opus for now. Now, the only thing you have to do is let Claude work on this. And during this time, you can go and have a coffee. That's it. We have our branding. And you can always check. So this is how a skill looks like. A skill basically is just a text explaining to AI what it needs to know and to do when you call this skill. So here it describes the skill, and it gives the primary colors, the background colors, and you can see also it gives some rules. It also gives the font. Based on this skill, all of my next presentations now will be much closer to our branding guidelines because it's like a SNOP on how to create our slides. And so here, review, see if there is any big inconsistency, but if you are happy, the only thing to do now is just to copy to your skills. Now it's in our skill and you can click manage, or if you want to know where to find your skills, you just go to the left button to customize and you click skills. And now you can see this skill is there. Let's imagine you have different type of branding guidelines. You can always deactivate or activate this skill. And so if you don't want Claude to know about it, because sometimes even if you don't call the skill, Claude usually will know about it and then will use it. So if you don't want Claude to use it, just deactivate it. And if you want to change the skill, you just need to click the three dots and say edit with Claude. Or you can also edit manually with edit inline. Now that you know how to create a skill, do you know how are we going to create the skill that knows about our structure? Well, we just follow the same workflow. We are going to explain to Claude what is our structure by giving an example of last month. It's as simple as this. But the thing is, nobody is teaching you that. That's why I'm here. And that's why also you need to come to my next webinar on Tuesday, because you will learn how to use AI for finance. I'm going to write, I want you to learn our monthly presentation structure for our financial reviews. Here's the example of last month. And so I'm using the February example, which I want here Claude to learn from. Here is our example from February. And you can see that it follows the structure. This is not an AI typical structure. This is really with financial storytelling. Now, based on this, I'm going to upload it in our chat with Claude. And one thing that I almost forgot is to be obvious that I want that it creates a skill based on this. So then I write, then create a skill based on this. This is a complex task because the PowerPoint file is quite complicated. You can see that I have a lot of storytelling, a lot of different structure. So it's important to use a really complex model. But if I will have to create a simple skill, like for example, just learning the way I write, you can do it with Sonnet, that's enough. But here, try Opus 4.6 because we are only going to do it once and we want that it's well done. That's it, it's finished. And you can see that it didn't take that long and it understands that we have the brand colors that existed. So because of this, it didn't replicate the branding because it knows another skill exists with this branding. And you can see that for each slide, it has an explanation on how to build it. So exactly how the slide should look like. So let's check, for example, the executive summary scorecard. We can compare the instructions to the slide. So look, it says top left, commercial pipelines. Yeah, this is what we have. Top right, revenue. Okay. EBITDA and cash flow. And for each, this is what I like here. It really shows how to present the information. 3 bullet points and use green for positive variance and red for negative. This is super well written, and if you will want to do that manually yourself, you will take so much time, but AI does it so well. How do you want to be that precise here if you do it yourself? It's impossible. So here, as you can see, each slide is described and you can always check. And also the beauty of it, you can always after ask to edit the skill if you are changing your style for the future. So you see here, the power of creating the instruction. So now we're going to copy to our skills. That's it. The skill is created. So how are you going to use these skills? Well, now if I wanted to start from scratch, I will go directly here in Claude. And so this time I will upload the Excel file. So I will prompt, do the monthly presentation based on this file, which we just uploaded, and on the skills that we just created, the Aquapure branding and the monthly financial review. Again, probably I will try first with Opus, but then after you can check if Sonnet is way enough. Let's do here Opus because you do this work only once per month. It's not like something you do every day. And let's see here if it did the work that we wanted to do. And you remember at the beginning, we got a really nice presentation that looked good, that looked from the outside something that a lot of financial team will want to have, but useless because it doesn't follow our branding guidelines and it doesn't follow our structure. Look, we have now already 3 slides done. And yes, this is following our guidelines and our structure. I love it. One tip while this is getting created, it might be that the first skill you get doesn't follow exactly the structure you had or exactly the style. This type of mini changes, what you can do is you can, inside the discussion, comment that you want another style, and then you ask it to change the skill. or you go and change directly in the skill in the customize button that we have seen before. So those are really important to know that you can always change it. Also important to know that sometimes the skill is not 100% the same that the template you gave, but when this happens, then you can always correct it. It happened to me, and this is both a good news because you can change, a bad news that you still have to work a bit at it. This is like this extra effort to do to get something so consistent that you can reuse in the future. And imagine if you will have to redo this presentation every month, how much time you will lose. This is here, like I can go and have a coffee while this is getting created. That's it. Claude is finished, and I have a presentation following my branding guidelines, but also using our financial storytelling structure. Of course, like I explained before, you need to make sure that the figures are correct. So you need now to run an audit workflow. For the audit, I'm not going to go too much in detail here because I'm going to do that in another video, but really important, ask Claude to audit itself, to show you the documentation, to show you the calculations, and then you'll be able to review. It's going to be fast and efficient. So now, as a CFO, you can take over, review, maybe change some of the wording. Normally, because you used last month template, it knows a bit your wording, it knows your style, your tone. It should be quite close, but of course, maybe there are some events that you want to reuse here. Maybe there are some wording that doesn't work with you, but now you can really focus your time on the value which is inside this presentation instead of just the layout. If you found this step-by-step video valuable, I have a lot of other videos on my channel, so subscribe and check my other videos. And don't forget, robots are coming, so stay human.